Independence Day is the 1996 disaster film directed by Roland Emmerich and stars a slew of 90s actors like Jeff Goldblum, Bill Pullman, Will Smith, and a bunch of other people. And this is like the quintessential 90s disaster epic that pretty much ushered the era of, huge, turn off your brain blockbusters. I've seen this movie a few times. I watched this movie first when I was probably like 10 or 12. And I liked it a lot. It was cool. It was visually cool. And I watched this again for this review and in anticipation for the sequel. And I thought, there might be some cheesy parts. I might not be fully invested because it's so old and maybe not that well done. Surprisingly, I still love this movie. I can't lie to you. I mean, it's still pure 90s cheese, but I love it all. There's not that much depth into that. Like, Jeff Goldblum is Jeff Goldblum. Will Smith is, that, hotshot, military guy who wants to prove himself. You got the president who is the archetype president. You got all these characters are just archetypes. That being said, the acting is just stellar. Like, you believe in Bill Pullman as the president, especially when he gives that marvelous speech at the end. Jeff Goldblum is Jeff Goldblum. How can you not like Jeff Goldblum? And then you have and then Will Smith, has the best one-liners in these movies, like when after he punches the alien saying, welcome to Earth. And then you have one of my favorite characters is the Jeff Goldblum's character, David's, his boss, goes like, David, I need to call my mother, I need to call my father, I laugh every single time because that guy's just hilarious. Anyways, if you notice, there's 20 characters in this movie, and they balance them out enough so that you get a general sense of, who's who, what their general character traits are, even though it is surface level. But they do it well, so you know everyone well enough so that when the story goes forward, you're not lost. You're not, oh, who is this guy? You know exactly who these people are. This movie's definitely a visual marvel. It's been 20 years since this movie came out, and it still looks gorgeous, even though it is slightly dated. But because of the use of models to use as a sense of scale, it still holds up relatively well. And some of the the space battles or the fighter battles look fun still after 20 years. It looks gorgeous. This movie also does a great job of balancing levity and seriousness. There's enough seriousness in there. You're like, oh, the aliens are coming because the world's about to be destroyed. It's serious enough, and when things don't go well, you're like, oh crap, that sucks. But at the same time, it's not completely, dark and depressing because that would be bad. That's why you have Will Smith's character and all these, fun comical moments to lighten up the mood. The score is wonderful. I forgot who the guy's name is, but he's the one who usually scores Roland Emmerich's films, and some people have called this guy a John Williams copycat because he does have a John Williams style to him. But he does a wonderful job here. His when the aliens come and you hear the score of the theme of the aliens, and it's really very sinister and very evil sounding. And then when you have the human theme, very patriotic, very American, I like the score. I love the score. This movie has a lot of plot holes. How can you link up it? A human computer to an alien computer. How does Will Smith know where to find his family in the middle of nowhere? All that stuff. Still, I love this movie because it's such an entertaining, thrilling ride. It doesn't have, the most in-depth characters, but it doesn't need to be. This is just a spectacle, a blockbuster. This movie knows exactly what it is. It's to entertain. And not only does it entertain, it has wonderful performances. It has, fun characters. It has fun action sequences. If you want to go for the ride, you will love this movie, as I love the movie. I will give this movie a 9 out of 10. Probably gonna get a lot of flack for this. I love this movie. So, the original Independence Day, have you seen it? What did you think of it? Did you love it as much as I do, or do you hate it as much as some people do? Let me know. I am watching the sequel this afternoon. I will have a review of that up soon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next review.